So here's how I built my two prototypes for worm-sized bites. First off, I had this diagram and I really wanted to try to build some kind of big screw with big threads in order to be able to break things apart. So I went to this place in Berkeley called Urban Ore, and they sell like all kinds of salvaged goods. There's so much stuff in here. You could get lost for days walking around finding bits and bobs. I got PVC pipe. I got this big rod. I got a whole bunch of aluminum stuff. I found this handle crank that I'm definitely going to use. I got some buckets. I don't know if they're going to be right. And I got this like pizza grate thing that I want to use as an extruder. And all of this I got for like under 20 bucks. So that was awesome. So first I had to figure out how to connect the aluminum to this rod. And I thought, oh yeah, I could just solder it or weld it. Those are the same, right? So I went to this tool lending library and I got this soldering iron and tried to like practice soldering, which I've never done before. But it turns out that was not the right answer. So soldering, yeah, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on that. But I found some other stuff online about welding and or using really strong adhesives that might work. So first I had to think about how to attach the aluminum to the rod. And my first thought was cutting the aluminum into sort of a spiral. So I used paper and gaffer's tape around a PVC pipe and just sort of tried it the way that I thought I would be the easiest to do it. As you can see, it like looks okay. And so when I tried to do it inside of a bigger tube, you can't really see, but there's a little piece of paper in there that I'm trying to push down through the tube. And it's working okay, but I'm starting to notice that maybe this is not the best way to attach to a central rod. Because I still haven't figured out how I'm going to attach it, but it's not going to be a lot of surface area keeping things together. So I started to think about like, oh, like a ribbon around a pole, like a barber pole, like old-timey barber pole. And I was like, oh, maybe if I could like sort of fold the aluminum so it has an edge and then wrap it around the pole, that could work. I found that when I was wrapping it, I had to kind of segment the edge part um, in order for it to be able to wrap all the way around the pole. And so you can kind of see it would spin, and you can kind of see how the threads look on this type of screw. Again, sorry for the crazy camera work. It's really hard to do it all, but you can see it kind of going in here. My thought was I'd be able to attach the segments so that they would be sturdier and also be able to push harder and more forcefully. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have some ideas on how to attach the aluminum to the rod, and yeah, I think I'm in a good place.